Right. Yeah, can't read chat. Mike's probably not going to pick me up too well over there either. Maybe. God damn it. What did I miss? We've got all the Tomb Raider games. And we do have Thief. Aftershock. I'm going to say 50. This one's in really nice condition. And, price, dude. There's a mountain of stuff in this corner. It's the one corner that's really bad right now. This one will say 40. It's not in quite as good condition. There's no way this is enough paper. Fuck. Juggernaut. I have no idea how much this one's actually worth. I'll say 40 again temporarily. But we'll look into the, put a question mark, we'll look into the price. Quake, the actual Quake, and if there's any game that pains me to let go of it, it is this one. A lot of great memories with this game, and this was just an incredible find. Incredible find, but that also means I'm making big bucks when I do sell it. I paid next to nothing but Quake, and it's in, we're going to say good condition. I'm not totally sure on the price. We might say 40 again. I dare say it could go for more, maybe 50, but you know what? I'm gonna say, no break. I'm gonna sell the big boxes. Use the money to move out. We're gonna say 50, okay? I'm not. Maybe I'll be open to offers, but I'm not pricing these cheap. Pricing these to really try and cash in. Okay, the mission packs, mission pack 1 and 2. What the hell are those worth? 30 a piece? Maybe? Maybe more? 40 possibly? Q-Zone. Really nice condition. Really nice condition. Could be, did I update the stream yet? God damn it. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay. Wait. Oh, Q-Zone. Q-Zone. I'm really not. I'm just going to put 40, but honestly, I get a feeling Q-Zone could be worth quite a bit more, and who knows? The whole Quake series might be worth more. Quake 2 and also the Quake 2 mission packs. I'm gonna say you know what? I'm going with I'm just going with 50 across the board. That's kind of going to be like my baseline. We'll go up or down from there. Quake 3 Arena. Team Arena. Half-Life Generation. How much is that Half-Life Generation worth? Gave up physical. Yeah. I mean, digital is obviously amazing for so many reasons. At least 50. I think I'm selling one of those for 50 right now. Maybe more. I can't remember. I'll put it down for 50. We've got Half-Life, Opposing Force, and Blue Shift. I'm sorry I'm not showing the games very much. Half-Life. Okay. Okay, there we go. Opposing Force. Shift. It's just dawning on me now how many games there are here. Yeah, we've got Diablo. I've got the shareware release, and then I've got Diablo 2. Yeah, it will. They might not all go through eBay, but I can probably list them pretty quick on eBay in batches. It might take a few days. But yeah, I'm gonna have to sell them individually to get as much back as I can. Right, right. But it's something I've done a lot of, so it's pretty streamlined at this point. And yeah, we also have Gunman Chronicles. Nice. As well as the Quake demo disc. That will also go. Or maybe that's the one thing I'll keep now. That's all gonna go. Um, who knows? Who knows? If somebody was like, "Oh, I want the whole collection," and they would give me a good price, that works too. Okay, we're looking good. That's the first shelf. Nice. Lost a copy of Gunman, damn. Got Duke. Oh, we got Caribbean, Duke Caribbean. Fuck it. I mean, those are worth a lot, but these are not complete and also not in very good condition. So, yeah, those are going to go for. Just going to go with 50 again. Right. That's my number right now. It'll start varying up. But across the board, these are not like amazingly rare titles or anything, but they are. Um, they are. There is some value in them. They are kind of sought after. Get out in DC. Pretty sure my handwriting is getting worse and worse. Duke 3D. Again. Final Doom. Holy shit, this might be one of the more expensive games. Oh yeah, the old security protocols. Oh yeah, the Doom games are extremely valuable. It took me ages to get even one Doom game in the collection, and that is Final Doom. That might be worth about 100 schmuckaroos. Got Hexen. God knows what Hexen's worth, dude. I'm gonna say 50. I'm sticking to my guns. Got Hexen 2. Might be worth a bit less. I don't know. I'll look it up. And we've got Hexmaker. Got no idea what a Hexmaker is worth. Heretic 2. Okay, then we're on to Unreal. Got pretty almost everything. I'm missing the mission pack, but we've got Unreal Tournament, and the Totally Unreal pack, which has the mission pack, base game, and Unreal Tournament. Joe floppy for 70. That's a fair amount for a floppy disk. John Romero's Daikatana. Not in great shape, fortunately. Yeah, now it's the Thief. Thief 2. Oh, sticker on this box. I really can't say those are worth 50, I don't think. Maybe 40. Damn. That's Predator. Second one. Gatefold. Looks like there's a tiny bit of sticker damage on the cover of this one. Looks like there was a sticker that held the gatefold closed or something. Okay. We're almost through the FPS section. There's like one more shelf of FPS. People were very mad about Daikatana. Yeah, that is true. I wasn't really there. I wasn't really part of that outrage, but I heard the tales. Yeah. Right, I'm still alive. Here we go again. Montezuma's Return. Get it out of there. Oh. And Piox introduced me to Montezuma's Return. Also as at ESA. Bit of a strange title. Makes me incredibly motion sick. It has like bunny hopping like Quake, but there's no mouse input. So you do it all on the keyboard and it makes me sick. And it's sealed in really nice condition. I would say it's easily worth 50. Redneck Rampage. The best shape. Not really sure what that's worth. They're pretty rare. They're pretty rare. It's a notable FPS, one of the less sought after ones, but they are quite rare. I think I could easily say 50. Big surprise. And we've got Rides Again. Which is sealed. It is sealed. Yeah, that was There's a reason that I'm not really. I don't even play WoW. I played a bit of Classic. Don't even play WoW now. It's just not what. It's not what it was. Blizzard isn't what it was. World of Warcraft isn't what it was. But we can remember those golden days. Outlaws. Classic LucasArts FPS. Amazing. Not in the best shape there, unfortunately, but easily worth a good fistful of coin. This is the most recent acquisition. Dark Forces. Finally. Took me forever to get this, and I'm selling it. And then we've got Dark Forces 2 and Mysteries of the Sea. Got Malice for Quake down here on this shelf. For some reason, there's Alpha Brain bottles everywhere. Tripping over them. People who don't make games make the play. Fuck's sake, dude! People who don't play games make the decisions. That's definitely true. Hey. Malice has got to be worth a fair bit. I don't know exactly. Go. Fairly rare, quite obscure though. Not many people are after it, but could be worth a couple of schmucks. Turok 2. Don't have Turok, unfortunately. Would have been nice. Really would have liked to have a Turok, but Turok 2 is fairly common. You can get a Turok 2 if you really want to, I'd say. Turok 1, however, quite hard to find. Whoa. I'm good. Okay. Turok 2, I sold a Turok 2 recently in worse condition than that for 40, so I'm gonna say it again. We'll go for 50. And we got Forsaken. This is a weird one. It's like some full 360-degree rotation spaceship game or something. $40. I'll say 40. Nostalgic one for myself. Malice for Quake. I don't know if I couldn't get it to run or something, but I still haven't played it. I don't know. Showing the back cover apparently. Oh yeah, it's on the shelf backwards because it has a bit of sun fading on this spine. You can see the color is not quite right. But Nightmare Child, Kiss Psycho Circus Nightmare Child. Played this one as a kid, quite nostalgic for me. And if it weren't for the jank, it would be a pretty good shooter, I would say. But it's janky as fuck. But I love it. I love it, dude. That's gonna go as well. I don't know, it's got the sun fading on the spine. It's hard to say it's worth a massive amount. Maybe 40. I could definitely see it going for 40. 50 feels like too much of an ask. Elite Force, Star Trek game. It's fairly common. I'm gonna have to say 30. Not in perfect condition either. Soldier of Fortune. Probably a similar price. Maybe 30 again. I think all of these last ones might be 30. We got Sin and Wages of Sin, the expansion pack. Tribes 2. 2. Descent. Unfortunately, I don't have all the Sims expansions. That would have been cool. Descent? Are you referring to Forsaken? Tribes 2. 30 feels like we're pushing it, but Forsaken. It's an interesting one. Yeah. It's kind of like in a little arena spaceship game. You get to fly around, full 360 environments. 6 stuff, I assume so. I'm not totally sure on what that is. I need another. No, I think I have space to complete the. No, well, you're right. I'd have to let some stuff go. There is stuff that I'm already trying to get rid of to make room for potential additions, but those days are behind us, boys. It's onwards and upwards from here. We're gonna sell this whole lot and fucking fly into space. I'm starting a space program. Tribes 2, and that's all that. What, 3 shelves of FPS. Now we're on to. We've got platformers and adventure games. The Tomb Raiders down here. We've got Abe. It doesn't feel like it has pride of place. I'm really not too happy with that. Just down here in the corner is an Abe. And I always wanted to get Exodus, but I never got it. That orange cover with Abe on the front, really cool. 6 degrees, infinite pitch, and yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, we got Baldur's Gate on the other shelf. I really wanted to get Exodus as well and have these two because this is a fantastic game. I've always loved this. I just fucking love the Oddworld games. Really cool. I find them quite challenging. Don't play a lot of platformers. That's probably why. Okay, can't get it out without pulling everything else out. Whatever, we'll pull stuff out because we want to see it. Little Big Adventure. I fucking love these games. They're really weird French games. Like no, not isometric. Yeah, isometric. Like in weird isometric sprite-based adventure games. And Little Big Adventure 2. That's the one that I played. I had to get the original as well. Got Black and White and all the expansion packs down there. There was an American big rock box release for it, but not a European or UK release for Black and White. So haven't managed to get one of those, but I've got the DVD cases. And yeah, it's just a trip. It's just really fun game to put on. Good music, great visuals, just a good time. And it's just weird. There's all kinds of weird shit in this universe. And yeah, there's even an elephant. In like the first 10 minutes of the game, you meet an elephant man that does mushrooms. It's brilliant. What more could you ask for? Hyping of the Dead. This is what I was trying to get to. Because this is quite valuable. And I got this for next to nothing. I got all of this stuff for next to nothing. But I got this real cheap, and it's actually a pretty damn valuable game. Easily worth 50. It could be worth more. It could be worth considerably more. $60? $70's definitely too much. Well, sure, 60. Little Big Adventure, Little Big Adventure 2. It could easily go for 40, so we'll do 50, and we'll be open to offers. It might be more realistic to price LBA 2 at 40. Slightly more common or less sought after or something. We'll do that. We'll be conservative in this case, for once. This next one, I never managed to get the sequel, but it's Croc. It's Croc, the obscure mascot platformer with Croc. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not a great platformer or anything, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, I did want to find Croc too, but it seems the second one is actually harder to get a hold of. This is pretty rare in and of itself, though. I think this could potentially fetch a fair price. You know, we've run out of space, so we're gonna do Croc, and I'm just gonna say 50 again because sometimes it's the games that aren't necessarily the best are actually more valuable because they didn't sell very well, and there's very few copies out there. And here we go. This is a jump, because next it's Resident Evil, which is again one of the most valuable games in my collection, and this could be worth 150 schmuckerines right here. You never know. We could sell. I'm going to say 150, and I'd maybe let it go at 130 or something. But yeah, this really nice condition, complete, and worth a hell of a lot of money. The original Resident Evil. And along with that, we have Dino Crisis. Yeah, which is probably worth about 100 schmucks. And this is a really nostalgic one for me, but I had it on PlayStation 1, the same with Silent Hill. Two games which fucking terrified me, dude. I was so afraid, it was unimaginable. And I play them now, and it just seems ridiculous, but I was terrified. Next up, it's Rayman. Rayman, awesome. Again, had it on PS1, not PC. But I love Rayman. It's another French game, and everybody knows Rayman. I think very iconic platformer. It's really cool. Again, good music, great visuals. It's good stuff all around. And we got the gold release because you got to get the gold release. And we've got Rayman 2. And I've even got, well, this is the classique. I can't pronounce it. I need a French accent. Classique release of Rayman Designer. I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. And yeah, it's just a level editor, so you can make levels for Rayman. Good times. Okay, Rayman. Great time to do the hoovering there in the background. I have the hoovering in this video, that's fine. Adds to the authenticity. Oh yeah, Maniac Mansion. Oh, you don't have it anymore? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, Maniac Mansion, definitely. That's worth a hell of a lot. No. There's like there's a Tetris where there's like 6 in the world or something, and it's worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. Yo, Bacon, what up, son? So that's Rayman. And we got Die by the Sword with a huge hole punched in the front. It seems like somebody literally stabbed this one. Especially as a non-wide release. I don't know what the story is with it. Sorry, dude. Oh, sick. Oh, well, I'll check it out off stream. Thanks, dude. I buy the sword. Got a huge hole in the front. It's got to be worth like 20 schmucks. It's not even a very valuable game. It's in pretty bad condition. We're on to the Tomb Raiders. That's a little bit more interesting. So Die by the Sword is kind of a cool game. Tomb Raider. I love these boxes. This was one of the first complete collections, like a complete series that I think I had. I mean, Tomb Raider is just incredibly nostalgic, and these boxes are great. Thinking of covering a song? Think we should cover a song? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, dude. Not getting much time to play at the moment, man. I would like to, and of course send me stuff, and I'll do what I can. Not getting much time to play though, and well, this is part of why we're doing this. I'm trying to move out now and get on with it, you know. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if it was. I'm not sure what the deal is. I know it's some special case thing. I'm not sure. I don't think it was a special release or that something kind of happened. Like it was a run where it was cancelled after 6, or I'm not even sure. Tomb Raider 2, is that your favorite one? Okay, well, the original is worth a fair amount. I think we can quite happily say 50. These are more common, but complete like this, that's quite rare. There's a lot of you get quite a lot of stuff in, especially with Tomb Raider 2. It has a bunch of stuff with it. I haven't been keeping up with them, you know. I mean, from the little bit I've seen, which is mostly speedrunning, they look okay. Um, yeah. I don't know if we could say. I don't know if we can really ask 50 for this one. It is complete with everything in there. But let's say 40 and 40 again for this one. I don't know. And this one is. This might be the most common one, but this one is the one I played the most, just because I happen to own this one. The Last Revelation. Yeah. It might only fetch about 30 or so. It's common. And we got Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. Again, I'm going to say 30. It's not a very valuable game. Prince of Persia games. I used to like playing Sands of Time on GameCube. I have Prince of Persia one. Prince of Persia 3D. And we got a Odyssey. Easily worth 50. Easily, dude. Easy. Let's have a look at it again. Tight squeeze past the hinge. Okay, well, yeah. I can't justify 60, but I can say 50 in this condition. I will say a lot of the stuff in here is not in the best condition. That's been part of how I've gotten it, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of that. There's probably less systems that aren't that haven't really appreciated and aren't worth very much these days than are. A lot of those older systems. I mean, it's turned out to be a gold mine, you know. And as kids, we would just fucking destroy everything that we ever owned. Okay, Need for Speed. We're on to the driving games. This is the only Need for Speed that I've got, and it's in pretty bad shape. It's the Porsche 2000 release or whatever. Sequel. Got it super cheap though, and it's probably worth quite a bit. Not in the best shape. We'll knock £10 off. We'll say it's worth about 40 schmuckaroos. I had, I'm not even sure. I wanted to go on a quest to get all of the old Need for Speeds and find out which one it was that I played as a kid and everything. But that's the only Need for Speed I've been able to get a hold of. So I still have no idea which Need for Speed that it was that I played, but I played one of them, and it was great. I remember the snowy map. I was driving around. Good times. SNES might be the most out of the consoles. What is the most valuable console? SNES. It's probably one of those. Probably SNES or NES. Hey, Grand Theft Auto. Love this box. Always loved it. Look, the logo. I mean, it's just perfection. So awesome. And picked that one up for. I picked that up for literally like nothing, dude. Like 99 pence. And also, I have the limited edition release, but it's missing the soundtrack which it came with. That GTA's got to be worth at least 50. That's pure profit, dude. I paid 99 pence and postage. Hot Pursuit. Nice. Collectibles down due to the pandemic? I don't think so. I think actually people are going crazy with stuff they can do and appreciate in their homes. On the other hand, some people are losing their homes. Chrono Trigger. 150 US. Oh, now it's more like 90. Wow. SNES have dropped. Okay. I know there's a Little Samson. The original GTA and the limited edition. Yeah. I know there's a Little Samson. I think that might be on NES as opposed to SNES. Little Samson, but it's apparently worth loads. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say easy 50 for the GTA. I think there's posters. All of the posters from those are currently framed and displayed, but they're in really nice condition as well. But the limited edition, it's missing the soundtrack. I admit that certainly knocks off quite a fair bit of its value right there. Missing the soundtrack, but I feel like asking. I'd say 90 for that. selling their collections of shit to not go under. Yeah, I think some people are, but on the other hand, you know, there's also people who are just trying to entertain themselves in some way to get through it. I mean, just recently I've actually sold more games than ever, I think. It's been quite, perhaps the Christmas rush or something. Perhaps people are just playing more games. Um, but I've been selling a hell of a lot of games at the moment. It might just be coincidental. Okay, oh my god, I did so many squats. That was excruciatingly painful. And this one is really, really cool. It's London. And both London and 2, I'm really stoked to have in the collection. These are quite valuable. I'm going to say 100 schmuckerines for this. I don't give a fuck, dude. It might all be in my head, but I'm going to say 100 schmuckerines. GTA 2. So, quite hard to get a hold of. This one, and well, both of those two, and the limited edition, quite difficult to get hold of. The original is common, but still has a fair bit of value, just because the property, the franchise, is so iconic, so recognized. Oh my god, dude! Magic cards. Holy shit! I can imagine. I can just see it now. Having to remortgage the house. Oh my god. Son. Son. I don't know what that's worth, but you could probably live for the rest of your life off of whatever you traded for a PS1. Holy shit. No. Oh my god. Holy cow. Well, it happens, dude. I mean, my buddy, I know a guy who spent so much Bitcoin that if he'd held it, he'd be a multi-millionaire right now. It doesn't. Oh, it happens to the best of us. $100 schmucks for London. What do you think GTA 2 is worth? It's actually hard to know because they rarely sell. $80? 80 seems about right. 70 seems a bit low. Get in there. Yeah, this shelf is jam-packed. And now we've got Carmageddon. Carmageddon. Carmageddon 2. And Carmageddon TDR 2000. 50. 50, 50, and I'm going to say 30 for the TDR. I have demand, supply and demand. The other side of the equation. Pretty cool. Destruction Derby. Destruction Derby 2. $50 and $40 maybe. Oh, we got a big one. Wipeout. Oh yeah, this one is fairly valuable. I'm gonna say 90. I think we can ask 90 on this one. Nice. Yeah, Wipeout is classic. I mean, it's crazy to think about it. Even if we just put a tiny amount of money into Bitcoin at the beginning, we'd all be fine. And we finally made it. We got to Driver. This is one of the ones that everybody seems to point out on the shelf over there, and it is a classic. Again, I played it on PS1 though. I did with a lot of my early gaming. And Driver will, I'll easily say 50 on that one, I think. 50 bitcoins on a pizza. I'm sure that probably happened all the time back in the beginning. Flipper head. Okay, I like it. I like the pinball reference. Good point. Good point. Investing in magic mushroom stocks, always a great move. Okay, dude. Dude. Insane. I mean, whew. Realize how many games I had here. Motor Racer, yes. Yeah, this is super nostalgic. Simple little motor racing game. Love it, dude. Played this. Played this, put hours into this as a kid. Oh yeah. Good times. I'm gonna say 40 on the Motor Racer. God knows what this is. Somebody. Motorhead? Somebody probably wants this. I'm just gonna say 30 on that. Orbital? Mmm. Truck Madness. Midtown Madness. Midtown Madness 2. And if you haven't already gone completely insane, it's Racing Madness, which is a triple pack of Monster Truck Madness 2, Motocross Madness, and Midtown Madness. And then we also have Motocross Madness. It's about all the vehicular madness I can handle. What the hell are these worth, though? That's the question. I do not have Twisted Metal. I don't think... Well, at least I've not seen a big box release. Maybe it had one in the US or something. Drug Madness. I mean, I can't say 40. Not in my right mind, but... I meant 50. I could say 40, though. Sorry. Madness, Midtown. $40. We'll say 40. This might be a bit of an ask. 40, but... We'll stick to our guns here. We'll say the same for Racing Madness. Racing Mad. Yeah, that might be a little bit ambitious. But see, I'm trying to price things high. I usually price things to sell. I just want them to move. Now I'm like, okay, we got we're cashing in on the investment, right? So. Oh, so it did have a big box release in the US. Nice. I don't import personally. I do not import games. If it didn't get a release in the UK or Europe, that's me. I'm out. Final Fantasy VII for 80. Okay. 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 Yeah. I could see it going for about that. These days, even. On PC. Maybe a little bit more if it was in great condition or something. Where are we up to here? We've got Racing Madness. We've got Motocross Madness. Down to the turn-based and real-time strategy type stuff. CNC right here. And Conquer. Original, the best. This is the one. Love it. Any CNC that I will ever return to, it's the original. But I have all of them for some reason. Iberian Sun. Another Command and Conquer. Firestorm. Covert Operations. Red Alert. The Aftermath. Counter-Strike. And that's all the CNC collection. Red Alert was your favorite? Nice. Oh, nice, dude. Okay. Well, I'm not really sure on the pricing of these. I feel fairly confident to say How do you draw one of those little squiggly and signs? That's not right. I think I can easily say 40 on all of these, basically. Maybe more. Well, look at it now. Oh, I was trying to draw it like mirrored. I'm trying to draw the damn thing backwards. Thank you. Okay, we got those. Check. There's two of those. We have two CNCs. So crisscross. Yeah. Okay, red alert. Yeah, red alert. Say 40 again. Fuck. Counter Strike. No? Iberian Sun. What E? Firestorm might be worth 50. This this is kind of rare. Not in the best condition. It's not in bad condition either. I don't know. We'll say 40 again. We'll kind of price these on the lower side. We'll see. Getting ready for a vape here, boys. How long have I been doing this? Iberian Sun was great. Nice. Okay. I might have to. I think I've played it because I literally sat down and played through. Well, not through all of them, but I played all of them. You know what I mean? I didn't complete them back to back. I played a bit of each one. It's funny though, for me, and it kind of, I don't know. For me, the original Command and Conquer is the best, and they just did not improve. I would just want to go back to the original. But that's just me. Again, I like Quake 1 as opposed to Quake 2. It's I'm noticing a trend. I mean, it'll easily sell at these prices. Could be worth a bit more. Blade Runner? Blade Runner. Hmm. I'm gonna say 40 or 50. I'm not totally sure. I'm gonna have to look at prices. We'll say 40. Oh, is that June 2000? Sure is. Probably 40 again. Quake 2 really isn't a Quake game. You'll have to explain what you mean by that. Oh yeah, worms. Okay. Yo. Worms. These are not worth very much, but they are awesome. I love worms. I especially love the cover art of Reinforcements. That is one of my favorites. And you've got Worms United here as well. As well as Worms 2. And a sealed copy of Worms Armageddon. One of the very first games you played. Nice. What the fuck was that? Oh, it's more games. Right. Okay, yeah, realistically, these are just not going to be worth very much, I'm afraid. I'm going to say 30. Probably 30 on each. And then the sealed Armageddon. Be worth a fair bit. What do you think? At least 50. Might even be on the low side. Don't think it's going to be worth like 100 or anything. 80 doesn't sound right either. I don't know, I'm thinking 60. 60, 70. 70 doesn't seem unreasonable either. $60. I mean, 60 seems quite low. I could certainly see it selling for that. 70. Let's say I could see an Armageddon being worth like 40. So sealed 80. I know I said 80 didn't seem right before, but actually I'm thinking 80. And then we've got Army Men down there. Recent acquisition, Army Men. And also the, what is it? Air Tactics, that's it. Air Tactics. Those can't be worth a massive amount. I'd say probably 40 on the Army Men, maybe. 40, 50, somewhere in that region. We'll say 40 for both of those. What else have we got down there? There's a Starship Troopers down there. Not worth a hell of a lot. I'd say 40. I'm gonna check the condition. Yeah, okay. Maybe even as low as 30 on the Starship Troopers, actually. I don't know. It's not. It's not a very valuable game. It's slightly less common, I would say. Not rare. And it's not in the best condition there, so... I mean, if Worms is 30, I kind of feel like we've got to price that at 40, really. And did I miss anything down there? Oh, of course, we've got Small Soldiers Squad Commander. Awesome. That's a really cool game for me because I think it's the only time that my dad ever bought me a video game. And it just blew my mind. And I also fucking loved the Small Soldiers movie. And I was like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me, basically. Great. I don't know, I want to say it's probably worth about 40. I've been like, it's become increasingly more obvious to me. The most important thing I can do for myself is to move out and get my own space. And I keep doing other things, like, oh, maybe if I do this or do that one day, it'll pay off, or I'll get somewhere or something. But I need step one needs to be making sure that I'm okay, and then I can start thinking about working towards things. And the most realistic way that I can do this right now is just to sell everything and move out. And when I weigh it up in my head, like the benefits of having my own space versus holding on to a bunch of games that I play occasionally, it just seems like a no-brainer. And we've got Hogs of War down there, which I'll pull out. I'll pull it out. He's pulling it out. There it is. It's Hogs of War. Fantastic. And again, I played it on PS1, but it's fucking awesome to have it. And it's great. Love the box art. Love the game. Well, the game sales are just probably quite a while. We're going to have to work it out. That's why we're doing the valuation and everything, and I'm going to have to look at prices of places and all that sort of stuff. Nice. Hogs of War, classic. Smoke some pork, it says. So, yeah. Currently the plan is to put all of this money aside just for accommodation, basically, and to continue living, like, food-wise and everything off of, like, my student loans and stuff. So none of this money is going to be spent on, like, food or anything like that. This is all going to go into the house. Yeah, it's really... I don't feel myself most of the time. It's really hard for me to, like, be myself, my like normal self. I constantly feel like I'm, it's an effort for me to try to come across as normal. And what I notice is if I'm alone, then I'm a much different person. That's the easiest way for me to explain it. Is when I'm alone, I'm a totally different person. And also if I'm around different people, certain different people, I'm a totally different person. Yeah, it's just the there's problems, there's other issues that it causes as well that aren't just purely psychological. There's simply the fact that I don't get to practice my drums because it makes too much noise, so I've limited practice time and I'm always working around someone else's schedule and stuff. And I'm always like, just when I'm in the middle of something, I'll get stopped, it's just a nightmare to do anything. And then when I try and run the streams and stuff, like, I don't feel like I can just totally be myself and act completely naturally here, because there's a lot of judgment and disapproval and that kind of thing. How to escape traps of long-standing relationships. Yeah, it certainly can be. And this is Hogs of War. I mean, it's worth at least 50. This is fucking awesome. Man. This could be worth 60. Don't want to say 70. I'd say 60. And that's it. We've done the entire. No, we haven't. There's still the top. Okay. Roll selves instead of real selves. Yeah, I could see that. I'm not sure it's exactly what we're experiencing here. But yeah, the best thing for everybody, really, not just the best thing for me, but the best thing for everybody is if I get out of here. This is one way to do it in the present, you know, immediately, basically, as quickly as possible. And I'll sell some other stuff too, some vinyl and the figures over there. You can't see them right now, the figures. And might sell my guitar, I don't know. Sell some other stuff. Alright. Oh shit. I do live in a city currently, yeah. We used to live in a much nicer place, but so we moved to back into the city for God knows what reason. Whoa! That's the problem with those sleeved boxes. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that was fairly effortless. Public transportation? Very rarely. I ride a one-wheel. I'll take the train occasionally. Oh. Oh, we can have a vape now. Nice. Oh, no. No, we're not done. We're not done. Hold on. Okay. How far can I go? I'll get about 10 or 15 miles. I'll get, less if I have to climb a lot of hills. Ooh. We got another big one. We got a big one. Oh, yeah. The postal. That's going to be worth a fair few. A pretty penny. Does it snow? Very rarely. It hasn't really snowed much in this country since I was small. I remember the snow. It was great. Go sledging down the hills. There it is. Postal. Now it just rains all the time. Perpetually raining. And this one's got to be worth. It's not in the best condition. Look at the top there. Wow, dude. Get out in that fresh powder, bro. Wow. Okay, alright, Irish, enjoy. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Good to see you. Postal. Okay. There we go. I can stop showing that now, but it's awesome. The original. I think Postal 2 is really my game when it comes to Postal, but what do I do with the clipboard, dude? Vanished. Carry the one wheel around uni? Pretty much. I mean, I don't really have to carry it around much once I'm on campus. I can situate it somewhere and good to go. But it's perfect for commuting. It just makes, I mean, it saves so much time, but it's so much fun. That's the main thing. I mean, I didn't ride on the road for my first year of one wheeling, and yeah, it is. We're studying from home, so I wouldn't recommend it as if you've never ridden an electric skateboard. I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend it as your first mode of transport, like just jumping on one and going on the roads. Definitely takes some time. No, music production and performance. I've literally run out of space here, so we've got a bit of room. Here we go. Postal, but that's going to be worth at least 100. I'd say in that condition 100. If it was in better condition, maybe up to 150. Coding just for fun, yeah. Yeah, so just something fun. Okay. Half-Life 2. That might be worth a fair bit. I'd say 100 even. You don't see it often. Especially not the Gordon Freeman cover. You guys see it? Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's got to be worth like 100 as well. It's in really good condition too. And then we've got the Last Revelations Trapezoid. Nice. I should probably put that with all the other Tomb Raiders. Trapezoid. Now, if we're saying the Tomb Raider Last Revelation is worth 30, the Trapezoid's got to be worth at least 60. I want to say 80 on the Trapezoid even. And behind the Trapezoid, we've got the Tomb Raider trilogy boxes, and I've got 2 of them, actually. Oh, that is... almost fell. Tomb Raider trilogy. These are such nice boxes with the kind of foil, the foil look, shiny. Really, really nice. Love them. And there's a limited run of these, so they both have a number of you know what number it is. Not sure how many were made. And they've got like posters, mouse pads, and there's like a bunch of different variants. So this one contains actually different stuff to this one, and so you could potentially get, I'm not sure how many variations there were, but you could potentially get a bunch of different variations. Those have got to be worth 100. Yeah, those have got to be worth 100, dude. And oh yeah, we've got the bounty pack, the Monkey Island bounty pack. Oh, and another Half-Life generation up there. And the bounty pack I've been trying to sell it for 90, but nobody's actually buying it. So I'm just holding on to it. So maybe realistically it's only worth about 80. But I'm... yeah. Yeah, sure. It's not been selling at 90, I'll drop it to 80, whatever. Okay. Oh, and the other Half-Life generation. And this time it's not the double pack one, it's the combined pack. Life. And if we're selling the generation pack at 50, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It can just be fun, right? Yeah, if I might be asking too much for my Half-Life's, pricing them at 50. If Quake's worth 50, how much is Half-Life worth relative to that? 40? Or is it also worth 50? And then I think the Half-Life Generation Pack has got to be worth more. If Quake's worth 50, the Generation Pack is 2 games in a pack. Almost like it should be worth 100. Wait, Half-Life should be more? Oh, just based on how influential it was. Okay. Okay, but I think the reason Half-Life is generally worth less than Quake is because more copies sold. So it's just more common. There's just more of them out there. So it's less rare, it's less difficult to acquire. Exactly. There's just so many copies of Half-Life. I think that's why. I just see a lot of I must have had about 5 complete collections of Half-Life come through my hands. Oh yeah, Counter-Strike was definitely a big factor there, right? And I've never been able to get my hands on the Counter-Strike big box. I've seen it a couple of times, usually quite expensive. Anyway, the Generation Pack has probably got to be worth like 100 or something. It'll never sell for 100. There's just no way. I know what they sell for, so I don't know why I'm being so ridiculous about it with my pricing. But it's got to be worth at least 60. I mean, if Half-Life is... I'm going to have to look at prices, obviously, but... a little question mark there for now. And the other one's probably worth 40. TF2. I enjoyed a bit of TF2. Quake made Team... yeah, Quake made Team Fortress famous, yeah. Okay. That's it. We're done. And don't be sleeping on the second shelf over there, because that has got some gems in there too, and all of the Half-Life collector's edition. Half-Life? Gone completely insane. And all of the World of Warcraft collector's editions are up there, which is... that's going to add a lot. Well, I didn't want to go back and forth constantly, so if I put it on the paper, then I can easily type it up into Excel after a nice vape. I could just do... fuck it, I'll just do a running total on paper. I don't really need it in Excel. It's all tracked elsewhere. My whole collection is tracked elsewhere. Pretty much. There might be a few games that I've forgotten to put in there, but... anyway, okay. Give myself a paper cut. No, I'm good. I think I'm good. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yep, let's do a total. We'll just bring up a calculator. Well, I'm going to be reading them out now as I go. Do what you want, but I'm going to total it up with the calculator. So we've got Aftershock 50. We've got another Aftershock worst condition for 40. We've got a Juggernaut. It's all scribbles now. 50 again. We've got Quake 50. I just feel like that's too high. I think if I'm realistically pricing, the thing is, I'm just thinking about eBay fees because eBay takes a little bit. So anyway, what have we got? 50. I've fucking lost track as well. I'm going to start again and I'm going to cross them out as I go because I will no doubt get sidetracked. Aftershock 50 plus another Aftershock for 40. Juggernaut. It's 50. That's what we've got for now. Quake 50. Facebook Marketplace. I don't know about that. Mission Pack 1 50. I've just got 50 for all these, right? Mission Pack 2 50. Q Zone 50. Quake 2 50. The Quake 2 mission packs 50 a pop. That might be too much. This is almost. I can almost get. I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna lower those. I just don't see it. I just don't see them going at 50. I think what we need to do is go. This should be 60. This should be 40. This doesn't sit right with me. I'm sure there's going to be eBay fees, but we might actually sell them if I sell them at 40. 40. The Q Zone might be worth more than 40, but I'm going to start out with everything at 40. And if something, we'll start with a conservative estimate. If something's worth more, then it's a bonus. It's a good thing. Okay, we're good. 80% of it. Oh no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sell them individually so that I can get the full price for every game. So I get the maximum return on the investment. Okay, here we go again. It's Aftershock for 50, plus another Aftershock for 40, plus a Juggernaut for... Well, I've gone down to 40 on that, apparently. Quake for 40, plus the mission packs at 40 apiece, plus Q Zone for 40, which might be worth more, realistically. It could be up to 60. Quake 2 is worth 40. The Quake 2 mission packs at 40 apiece. That was 2, right? Oh God knows what's going on. Tell me if I do something wrong. Quake 3 Arena at 40. And Team Arena at 40. Then we've got the Half-Life Generation Pack, which I'm saying 50. And then we've got Half-Life, which I'm saying 40. And we've got Opposing Force, which I'm saying 40. We've got Blue Shift, I'm saying 40 again. We've got the Quake demo disc. I'm going to say 50. We've got Duke Caribbean. I'm going to say 50. We've got Duke Nuclear Winter. I'm going to say 50. We've got Duke DC. I'm going to say 50. We've got Duke 3D. I think I'm going to say 50. Could be worth more even. We've got Final Doom. I'm going to say 100. That makes sense. I mean, I've got nothing but time. And I never make any money. $100 there. I didn't mess that up, did I? I hope not. Oh, fuck, dude. Did I mess something up? What happens if I just press plus now? Nothing. Okay, we're good. We're still on track. Okay, we got Hexen and Hexen 2 at 50 apiece. I'm not sure if that's what they're worth, but... And we got Hexmaker, which could... I'm going to say 50, but it could be worth more than that. Whatever. We got Heretic 2. I'm not sure, but we'll say 50. We got Unreal. I'm going to say 50. Might be pushing it, maybe 40, but Unreal Tournament 50 as well. Totally Unreal, I'm going to say 50. Thief? No, Daikatana, sorry. Daikatana. I'm going to say 50. That one's not in great condition, but it's kind of rare. 50. Thief, 40. Thief 2, 40. Aliens vs. Predator, 50. Aliens vs. Predator 2, 50. Montezuma's Return, sealed. I just sold an unsealed Montezuma's Return for 40, I think, so this could be worth, I'll say 60. I'm going to say 60 on the Monty. Redneck Rampage and Redneck Rampage Rides Again. What? Rides Again is sealed, but it's more common. I'm just going to say 50 for both of those, I think. Okay, Outlaws. 50. It's not in great condition, but I think it could be worth at least 60. Outlaws. I'm thinking 60, even with the damage. Dark Forces. 50. Yeah, I mean, 50, 60. Well, if Outlaws is worth 60, if we're pricing Outlaws at 60. Dark Forces is more common than Outlaws. We'll go with 50. Dark Forces 2, 40. Mysteries of the Sith, 30. Malice for Quake, 50. Shogo, 50. Those two might have to go down to 40 realistically. But just minus, I'll take away 20, just... Put them down to 40 for now, but they might be worth more. They might be. Turok 2, that's a 50. This is still page 1, dudes. Holy shit. Forsaken, 40. Kiss, 40. A Star Trek Elite Force, 30. Soldier of Fortune, 30. Sin and Wages of Sin, 30 and 30. Tribes 2, 30. Typing of the Dead. Oof, I've put 60, but I'm feeling 80. I'm feeling 80 on the Typing of the Dead. Little Big Adventure and Little Big Adventure 2 at 50 and 40. 50 and 40. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now, but it could be worth more. 50 and 40. And that's page 1. I'm not sure what our total is there. Okay, we've got Postal at 100. We've got Half-Life 2 at 100. We've got Croc at 50. We've got Resident Evil at 150. We've got Dino Crisis at 100. We've got Rayman at 50. We've got Rayman 2 at 40. We've got Rayman Gold at, I kind of feel like that should be 40. It's not in the best condition. They are fairly rare. There's 2 versions of the Gold release as well, and I think I have the rarer one. I'm not totally sure what to price it at. If Rayman's 50, we may as well make the Gold release 50 as well. And Rayman Designer, the Classics release at 30. Classique, something like that. French pronunciation. What the hell does DBTS mean? Die by the Sword. Okay. Die by the Sword. 20 I've put, as low as 20. Yeah, makes sense. It's really badly damaged and not that expensive to begin with. Tomb Raider, we'll go 50 on the original. We'll do 40 on Tomb Raider 2, and we'll do maybe even more. Maybe even more on that Tomb Raider 2. It's rare to see it complete like that. Let's add an extra 10. Let's say 50. You'll see it often, but to have it complete, 100% complete, now that's something else. And Tomb Raider 3? Tough call. I kind of just want to price them all at 50 a piece. Except for Tomb Raider Last Revelations at 40. Very common. What did I just add? Oh shit, I can't remember what I just added. I added Tomb Raider 2 and then I upped the price, right? And now I want to add Tomb Raider 3. That seems high. It seems 50 does seem too high, but whatever. And then the trapezoid box, I've put 80. That seems reasonable. And then the indie game. I don't know. Something's gone wrong here with these prices. Don't seem quite right. I think I need to take that back down to 40, that back down to 30. Do a little minus 10, minus 20 overall, and add the 30 for this one. Okay, Abe's Odyssey at 50. Need for Speed, Porsche 2000 at 40. It's in pretty bad shape. I could maybe still get 50 for it though, based on its rarity. We'll see. GTA 50, the limited edition at 90. GTA 2 at 80. Oof, that seems pretty fucking high, dude. 80 for a GTA 2. I could say 60. So let's go with 60. Bring that down a bit. GTA London, I've got 100. Maybe that should be 80. I don't know. It's very rare. I'm gonna have to look into it. We'll go with 100 at this point. Carmageddon 50 I've got here. Carmageddon 2 might only be worth 40, I'd say. And TDR 30. Destruction Derby and Destruction Derby 2 at 50 and 40 respectively. Wipeout at 90 I've got here for Wipeout. That may be subject to change. We got the Monkey Island Bounty Pack at 80. We've got Driver at 50. We've got Motor Racer at 40. We've got Motorhead at 20. We've got Monster Truck Madness at 40. We've got Midtown Madness and Midtown Madness 2, both at 40. We've got Racing Madness at 40. We've got Motocross Madness at 40. We've got Command and Conquer at 40. We've got lots of 40s here. We've got Command and Conquer Covert Operations at 40. We've got Red Alert at 40. We've got Red Alert Aftermath at 40. And we've got Red Alert Counter-Strike at 40. We've got Tiberian Sun at 40. And we've got Tiberian Sun Firestorm at 40. We've got Blade Runner at 40. Dune 2000, I'm going to say 30. I'll have to look into it. Worms at 30. The Worms are all 30 across the board, except for the Sealed Armageddon. So that's Worms, Worms Reinforcements, Worms United, Worms 2, and finally Worms Armageddon. I'm saying 80 here. That might be unrealistic. I don't know, 80. I'm going to stick with 80 for now. We've got Army Men at 40. Air Tactics at 40. Those could be worth more even, we'll see. Starship Troopers, I've got 40 here. 40. 40 seems like a bit of an ask. I'm going to say 30 on the Starship Troopers. And Small Soldiers 40. Hogs of War at 60. That Small Soldiers might only be worth 30, I don't know. £5,270. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've got to take a leak. I'll be right back.